Hello, this is Frank with Frank's Beautiful Rocks and Minerals. I do pollution testing of environmental samples and soils. I also do pollution testing of air, in case air is polluted. You can invest in my services to see if your well water on your property is drinkable, if there's any poisons in it such as lead and arsenic. I test for these types of pollutants, pH, and sulfides, nitrates, nitrites, runoff from fertilizers, pollution from farms, in other words, odor, color, alkalinity, relative stability, fecal coliforms and bacteria. I test for bacteria in soils, and I also provide services with mineral identification. So if you have beautiful minerals and you don't know what they are, I can tell you what they are by means of physical, chemical, and petrographic microscopic analysis. Let me show you both labs. This is the chemical laboratory. I used to be an professional environmental chemist with ICM labs testing for pollutants and environmental samples. Let me lift up the fume hood. In combination with my master's degree and extensive laboratory training, I can very efficiently test your samples of water, drinking water, and soils and air with great efficiency using these types of kits and chemicals. Okay, this is what you will receive in the mail. A pollution evaluation results form. I'm covering up my address. You'll know my address when you invest in having an analysis done. Things covered are nitrates, nitrites, total alkalinity, pH, total hardness, that's calcium and magnesium ions, iron, copper. On the left side, I show a quick synopsis of what they mean. I show a pass-fail value. I'll write down the value that I get and whether it passes or fails. And I do a duplicate. Total chlorides, fecal coliforms, that's bacteria from feces, animals or human, pesticides, lead, arsenic, turbidity, sedimentary rate, color, odor, relative stability. That's an indication of how polluted your drinking water is. Phosphates, carbon dioxide, that's in your water. Each test is only $9. When I was a professional environmental chemist at ICM Labs, Industrial Corrosion Management in Randolph, they charged $36 for one cyanide test and up for these types of tests. I only charge $9. And my results go to the parts per million value. For air samples, carbon dioxide, particulates in air, air smoke density, nylon deterioration. This determines how much pollution is in your air by how much it deteriorates a fabric of nylon. Wetland and soil microorganisms in your soil, such as nematodes, algae, each test is only $9, and I will include odor and color for free, because that's the kind of man I am. Let me show you the mineralogy lab bench. With mineralogy, you'll get an analysis form, specific gravity, HCl fizz test, tenacity, Mohs hardness, streak test, magnetism, fluorescence, radioactivity. Yes, many common minerals and rocks are radioactive. Stereoscopic analysis, and the site of the collection, which you provide. Also perform petrographic microscopy. Now, these tests cost $40, and I'll come up with a diagnosis of what your mineral is. For complete identification of more difficult minerals, a petrographic microscopy examination is performed, including luster, crystal form, and angle, and crystal angles. Wait a minute, this isn't it. Well, the petrographic microscopy is down here. And the petrographic microscopy. Well, to make this video short, the petrographic microscopy examination looks at the optical properties of your specimen under a thin section slide on a special $2,000 microscope that I have. I send the slides away for preparation. They cost $400 each slide to be prepared. I charge, therefore, $100 for my service for a total of $500. But you don't need to have the petrographic analysis done. It's only for more difficult minerals. It's combined with a computer program that I have, that I pay for, where I input the optical data and the computer tells me what type of mineral I have. But for most of the 300 common minerals out there, such as, and there's quite a few, apatite, chrysoprase, hematite, magnetite, fluorite, cinnabar, beautiful red color, many minerals. I use this bench. The analyses done are on a scale for specific gravity in combination with volumetric measurements of the sample itself in water. Hardness is done. A streak test is done to see the color of the streak. Radioactivity is done. A fizz test is done that can indicate whether you have carbonates or such things as dolomite, marble, halite. And this is my Petrographic Microscope. The ultraviolet test is done here under 190 nanometers UVC as well as UVA at 365 nanometers. So, if you're interested in knowing the toxins and pollutants in your drinking water, it's only $9 a test and you get 2 tests for free. If you're interested in knowing the pollutants in your atmosphere, it's only $9 per test. If you're interested in knowing what a mineral is, I can identify the 300 common minerals for you by means of physical and chemical tests. If you wish to invest in the petrographic analysis, I leave that up to you, but I understand it's very expensive. And this is Frank with Frank's Beautiful Rocks and Minerals, always reminding you to keep looking down.